Welcome back, it's been a while. We know that cold water swimming can help to reduce inflammation and that time spent in nature is good for our mental well-being. But what does that really mean to each of us, and how did we get here? It's the stories that we share with each other that helps us to form that meaning. So I grew up seeking out challenges, but it was a privileged notion of challenge. So the challenges where you push through the pain and glorify the struggle, and when you get to choose those challenges, great. But what about the challenges that you don't choose? So for me, I have the chronic inflammatory disease, and I think because it was such a long fought diagnosis, it took over 10 years of persistence to finally get that answer. So it made it hard to have trust in my own body. So that's always been a factor in my hiking and adventures, as well as my career. It's the reason I stopped working in the outdoors. It very much changed the course of my life. I'm grateful for where I am, though chronic pain can be wearing and make it a little challenging to show up consistently. So this is not the video I intended, nor is it plan B. As Bilbo says, I feel like butter spread over too much bread, but I thought I would just take you along on a slow, cozy day to just see what we see, find what we find, and enjoy some small, mindful moments in nature. Before we set off, I just wanted to say thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and helping to support my channel. It's a real joy to share the outdoors with you, and the prospect that it could perhaps become my work again in this capacity is really exciting. One of my favourite Cozy Day shows is actually Canadian, and when the new season aired at the beginning of October, I was able to hop onto the Surfshark app and change my IP address to Vancouver so that I could watch it. I know there are a number of expats who watch my videos, as well as those who love to travel and those who just enjoy seeing the English countryside. So with a VPN, you lift any geographical content restrictions so that you can access content from other countries, and you can hop between these countries as much as you like. It's a great way to find new shows and connect to topics, landscapes and cultures that you enjoy from wherever you are in the world. If you travel or even just access public Wi-Fi from a cafe, then your device is more at risk from being hacked. But with a VPN, you add that shield of protection to a device, and it encrypts the data between you and the internet, helping to keep you safe. You can use my code to get yourself an extra 3 months for free. Today's wander up to the tarn takes us through a mixed woodland of larch, oak, birch and Scots pine. Did you know that we have our own rainforest here in the UK? Our Celtic rainforest can be found in small pockets along the western coastline, including up here in the Lake District, supported by the mild, wet conditions, though you will need to seek it out as these ancient havens have become increasingly rare. We're now into October and autumn is my favourite swimming season. Not too hot, not too cold. You're more likely to find solitude in the darker, rainy days. There is something so magical about the moss and lichen that cloak the rocks and the trees, and the fungi that begin to spring up all over the forest floor. If you follow my posts over on Instagram, you may have seen that Cam had a traumatic incident since you saw us last. While I was out scouting for a tarp camp, he was stood by my sides when he was attacked by other dogs. I was able to wrestle the larger dog off him momentarily, and it gave him the chance to run. I ditched my rucksack and tried to run after them, but they were all just gone in an instant. Unbeknown to me at the time, while I shouted my lungs hoarse trying to find him, he had cleared a wall and managed to outrun the other dogs, navigating his way through gates, stiles, sheep fields, roads, and he didn't stop running until he made it home. He has recovered well and I'm so proud of him. Nothing stops him from being such a happy, affectionate, joyful little soul. Whereas I have been churning it over in my head non-stop, and for the first time I've been struggling to enjoy our walks. A friend reminded me that you can only process so much in your head. At some point you need to get into your body, and this is how dogs are. They physically shake their body to release stress and muscle tension, and that's what wild swimming does for me. The moment you step into the water, you cut through all thoughts and your body activates. I do have a tow float, though I'm only drifting around in the shallows today. My back is currently seized up, so I'm using this time as relief from that particular pain and inflammation. I find it works so well for me. There's nothing else like it. While I do enjoy swimming and exploring little islands and inlets, mainly I just like having no place to get to, just to float around. In the winter it's too cold for that. You either have to get out or keep moving. So autumn is such a wonderful season for slowing down. Here comes the rain. It's so atmospheric swimming in the rain. I've been in for quite a while, but weirdly I don't feel cold even though my body is shaking. That's kind of how I always feel with swimming, so you do have to come out before you get to shut down, but I think I'm just going to have a little tiny bit longer. Time to get nice and toasty. This is so good just to chuck straight on, so warm instantly. You can get changed in it as well, it's really spacious. feet onwards. Really nice place. If you haven't had a picnic in a while, I would highly recommend it. I actually brought the tarp out in case I needed a bit of a shelter, but it's turned out beautiful now, so that was really, really nice. But even having a picnic in the rain under a tarp with a bit of a view, peaceful. Oh. I've been here for quite a few hours at this point, so I think it's time to head home and continue the cozy day. And if there's only one thing for it, and that is pizza oven and Lord of the Rings. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please do like the video and let me know how you're getting on and what you're up to. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified when the next video goes live. The next video is actually imminent and it will be a body count, so that should be fun. So until then, enjoy your adventures, whatever they may be, and I'll see you on the next one.